Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm Larry Ridley.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Josh Huff, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Ground the first carry for Ryan Matthews. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The safety T.J. Ward in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Now Austin. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Raiders will take possession. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who could do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 yards there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking for someone to throw to. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tim Brown from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing on first is Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And it's third down. 10 yards to go on third. They'll come out in the pistol. So the D-line is going to spread out. Wentz surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Barwin in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Play action. Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third and long, it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Well, the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Raiders punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Still first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Parkey's kick is good. First half. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He completes it to Julio Jones. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And they give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Down, Wentz. It's complete. This is Brent Selleck. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. has it left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Third down now following the completed pass. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing here, Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From the 50, it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gano for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Look at the spin. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
There's just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Wins to throw again. And that's incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey, we got 260. Big 20. Check 9. Monday.
Stafford going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to take another shot here. He's got it at the 15. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles enter this one knowing that this game could very well be won or lost down in the trenches. From an offensive perspective, they'll need to keep their quarterback upright to have a chance, and defensively, it's going to be about containing the running game. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more important, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the 50, Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they'll take over inside the 45. And sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 following the fumble recovery. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And his first pass is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go!
On second down, Prescott again. He dumps off to Morris. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
To the air again, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A second down throw for Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 18 yards there. There will be a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Finding time. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Jason Witten, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So 2nd and 10 here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, Hands, a little bit questionable.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, let's go!
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. We have hit halftime. Hey, Charles, you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a
Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 66 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Alone to the right is Jones. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And an alley to run. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown. Tavon Austin, 73 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Time for this defense now to get back on the field. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect, because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway, because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
Now Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. And it's 4th and 3. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to...
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And motion left goes a tight end. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. Well, at this stage in the fourth, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go with a run. Hole opens up, and he's gone.
Were we mind melding there? Because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
I'm with you. With that time on the clock, I thought the ball would be in the air on just about every play. And they came back and got them with a surprise, because I think the defense was planning for that as well. That took some fortitude as a play caller. Give him high marks for making it happen.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Prescott on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we saw the pressure there on third down, and we know that's not unusual, especially if essentially he's going to pass the ball. But I will guarantee you that when that play call came in, the last instruction wasn't the play. It was, you know they're going to blitz. Make sure everybody's on the same page.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Red 38.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Stafford now on second down. It's complete to Golden Tate. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
On second down, here's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He cuts it right. And the cutback. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raiders defense getting ready. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Johnson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On first down at Stafford. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Stafford now to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Stafford. And able to find Curley. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Stafford on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. In motion is Fedorowicz. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. on third down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down. You ready? Waiting. Hey, 22. Shift. Watch the shift. Monday.
The final shot before the break. Stamp under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd and short. Riddick with a carry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Delay of game, offense. Still first
and 15 here behind the chains.
Hey, go here! Check! Set! Get away!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by the corner.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
That was a nicely run slant route.
Back now in the East Bay. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. In motion left comes Brown. Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the... And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, And this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Stafford going to throw it. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That